There's nothing we like celebrating more on this show than a positive winning message, the American dream. And joining us in studio is the epitome of the American dream. We got Chef Geoff joining us. How you doing, man? Good to have you on the show.
I'm doing great. How you doing?
Good. And then, of course, the Eve Nasby, right?
Yes, thank you.
You always wear such nice colors when you come on the show. Last week was a bright red. Now we're bright blue.
Because our theme is red, white, and blue. It's America.
I went pink today. Let me show you how pink I
It's very
was.
slimming. Oh, wow.
I mean, like,
Does that match your shoes?
you know, Chef Geoff, and every guy's got a pink shirt, right? They got that one pink shirt, and you look at it all the time, and you pass through it. It's just not that day.
You have
Today
to have
was the day.
Yeah,
You just got to be waking up in the morning just feeling it.
feeling the pink.
Well, you got an amazing story, man. So I'll let you guys tell it, but to get to where you are today, I mean, I got it all here in front of me. It's the laundry list of things that you've done are just awesome. So share, where do we start, man?
I don't know. I started, back as a kid, back in Miami, little kid in Miami, going, back and forth to Jamaica. So, my family came here, in the early 80s from Jamaica, a lot of stuff going on in Jamaica. Then my mom had me, and a long time ago, it was a rule where my mother, she wasn't a resident of the U.S. She came up here illegal. Mm-hmm. So there was a rule a long time ago where if you had an American kid, if you go back to Jamaica, you can get like your green card and stuff like that. You get straightened out. So my mom took me at like 9 months, took me to Jamaica, thought she'd get straightened out. It took a little longer than she thought. So we were stuck in Jamaica for a long time as a baby. So, a lot, just a lot of stuff going on.
Yep.
Came back to Miami. My mom, she was involved with a lot of drugs. In Miami back in the days, a lot of drugs were going on.
Yeah.
So she got caught up in that, and she, went to prison for 2 years in Bahamas.
Wow.
So I stayed with my dad for a little bit. Then after my mom got out, I moved to Brooklyn, New York. Inner city, 90s, it was rough.
Yeah.
So fast forward through the line, a lot of corrupt activities going on in the home. No one working, and everyone doing their own thing.
Yeah.
A lot of gangs going on in the neighborhood, a lot of drug activity, and something crazy happened, and it was almost life or death situations was going on. My dad was begging me to come back to Florida to live with him. At 16, I went down to Florida, did my last 2 years of high school, and everything changed because I realized I could get a job. It was cool to get A's in school. And then after that, I graduated high school. I went down to West Palm Beach, work construction, seen this guy. He was like 50 years old. And he said, I did what you did when I was your age. And then I'm like, something stopped. I said, I can't do this until I'm 50. Like, just make money and blow it and go to work. So I joined the military on a rainy day. It was raining one day, and I said, I'm not going back. You guys need to let me join today, or I'm not coming back.
Wow.
So I joined. They brought me in as a cook. Didn't know it was going to be intense as that, but I hated cooking when I first started. But I turned that negative into a real positive today.
Well, I still hate cooking. You got any advice for me?
I don't.
Postmates has been a godsend. You know Postmates?
Yeah, I heard of that.
Oh, unreal.
Yeah.
So you served in the military. Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
And you came out of the military. Now you're an entrepreneur,
Yes.
right? So Eve, bringing you into the picture, you help create jobs for people of the military. And I understand with what we have going off with Chef Geoff that you're hiring people from the military. So now you're this entrepreneur growing. You've invented a hot sauce.
Yeah,
right?
Here you go.
You got it on them, everybody.
This is
Business
today.
card.
Hot sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is citrus habanero sauce. It was
Habanero.
Yeah,
Come on,
citrus
let's try
habanero.
it.
Hot stuff.
So
Go
it's
on.
sweet, hot, and tart. So how this came about is crazy. I was in the kitchen this is for you right here, working for the captain
How
of the
hot
ship.
we talking here?
Now, I can't really do hot. So it has the flavors of habanero, the flavors of habanero, but you get a little kick, a little kick.
Ooh. By little.
Do you need some water?
Yeah.
You got some.
So I did a.
That's good. That's really good.
Yeah. We did a thing at Del Mar, the All Armed Forces competition. It's a Food Network. A lot of people were there, a lot of celebs, and I'm there just trying to, do the surprise mystery basket of trying to do a duck. And I'm like, I never made a duck before, but I'm doing 4 duck, and I whipped the sauce up real quick, had my teammates, and it was a sauce I used to make all the time. And for some reason, everybody talked about the sauce more than the duck. So I guess I have something here.
Wow.
So
He does. I love this guy. The American story, right? He's in a household that's less than ideal, but obviously sometimes pretty common.
First of all,
in
how
certain
he
areas.
got here.
I know. Illegal immigrants.
Then the tough situation growing up in Brooklyn. And
Right.
by the way, thank you for sharing all that. Sometimes those things I know can be difficult to share, but
all
I
right.
mean, people benefit from stories like that. It's a lot more exciting than my parents still live in Missouri in the house I was raised in. It's just not that
Right,
exciting.
exactly.
But,
or growing up in the middle of a cornfield for me, right?
there
So
you go.
what
No, it's a
is
great
that?
story.
But the military provided that structure for him.
Yep.
And what I think a lot of people don't realize is that people in the military make outstanding entrepreneurs. They get that foundation in the military of organization, and you can do this, and you need a team, and then they go and they make it happen, and then they turn around and hire other veterans. And I
Yes.
just love that about you, Chef Geoff.
That's right. Well, I definitely appreciate the military because when I was in the military, I found out how to take tasks. We get tasks all the time, and you have to knock each one of them out. And
Right.
the military is one of the few people that turn into a leader at a very young age. So then you have a list of tasks, and you got to knock each one of them out. And then when you fail, when you get ready for inspection or test, when you fail, you take all those hits, and then
Yeah.
you come back and conquer even better. So I'm using those same traits I learned in the military to conquer myself in the business world.
Yeah. And, I'm an entrepreneur, and it's funny, even before the show today, I was talking with our team, and we were just looking at scheduling and calendars and checklists, and all that stuff is so important. And it's, especially for an entrepreneur who tends to be, a dreamer and big thinker.
Right.
It's those little details that allow it all to come together, and you learn so much of that in the military. And I know you help a lot of people to take those skills out in the marketplace. So what's next? I mean, what's coming up, man? You told a great
He's
story,
cooked
but
for
I want
the
to know
president-
what your vision
Cooked
is.
for the president of Chile. He's cooked for 3,500 people a day, 3 times a day, and now you're doing a restaurant.
Yeah, so my restaurant, well, pretty much I'm just bringing everything into what I've learned,
Yeah.
like of cooking on the ships for 3,500 a day, on the amphib ships out there in war, to cooking for all of our world leaders and dignitaries and senators at 45,000 feet in the sky.
Wow.
So all the higher ends, they usually have private jets. They have to get to where they have to get
Yeah.
to around the world. And I was, one out of 9 cooks in the military that was doing that. So it was, it was a great thing. So I've been to 37 countries around the world, and I'm trying to bring that to a restaurant. So I started off with, I have a catering company, Admiral's Experience Catering, where we do executive catering. We also have a cafe, Admiral's Express Cafe, down on Broadway and State. And we got a sauce line going, and the restaurant is going to be in La Mesa coming. So
Awesome.
we got a lot of things going
We'll
on
have
there.
to take the show on the
I
road. We
know.
got
Yeah.
the videography team now going out. In fact,
we go.
that's where we're going
Thanks.
next. But Eve, Chef Geoff, I just like saying Chef Geoff.
Isn't it cool? I know.
It's not even easy to say. Say it a few times
Chef
fast.
Geoff.
But thanks for coming on the show. Great story, a American dream success story, which we love, and the fact that you serve in the military is just icing on top. So thank you so much, Eve.